Right, so that's another interesting week of the Six Nations done. So without further ado, here is my review. Ireland versus Italy. Now, Italy gave Ireland an almighty scare heading into the break at Dublin Arena, but Ireland showed their guts to overturn the deficit to win the game. Now, Ireland knew they had to respond following an opening weekend. Well, it was played on Thursday, but you know what I mean. Following an opening defeat to France, and they didn't have it easy. Now, against Italy, especially this Italian team, you'd be mistaken for writing them off. Never write off Italy though. But Ireland knew they had to respond against an Italy side who had beaten Scotland the previous week. And looking at the first half from the outside looking in, I didn't watch the game, but from what I can tell, it wasn't easy for Ireland whatsoever. Heading into the break by going by 5 down. Yeah, that for Ireland things are looking shaky. It was like, oh, what's going to happen here? What's going to happen here? But Ireland showed their guts to overturn that deficit. Now, for Italy, every Six Nations, we always see Italy ahead at the break and then go on to lose the game. Now, would it be fair to call them second half chokers? Look, I don't think Italy deserved that tag. As Ireland, they are a great side, but Italy, they really do need to fix up in some areas to stop going down in the second half after leading in the first half. But yeah, Ireland take the spoils. Next up, Scotland versus England. Now, Scotland knew they had to respond following an opening round defeat to Italy, and boy did they respond in style. I think, looking back at that game, the way Scotland responded was in true Scottish fashion, if I can say that, in front of a home crowd. What better way to respond against the old enemy? Honestly, that game was one of the standout games for me. I mean, Scotland versus England, that's one of those games that you don't want to miss. And for me, I put that in my hypothetical diary, if you like. I was telling myself, okay, you must not miss this game. This game is a must-watch. And lo and behold, I wasn't disappointed. As a neutral fan, anyway. But for England, they came off the back of a big win versus Wales. So coming into this game, they knew that anything other than a win would make it very difficult for them to claim the Six Nations title. But Scotland showed their mettle from the off and defeated England. I wouldn't say handsomely, but they defeated England well, and England had very little to answer. Yes, they scored a few tries, but ultimately Scotland were the better side and ultimately take the spoils and the Calcutta Cup to get their Six Nations campaign back on track. Finally, Wales versus France. Now, I knew this game was going to end in a hiding for Wales, but the manner of it was just something in a way, okay, we all knew that Wales are going to lose heavily, but the manner of which it really was a sorry sight to see. Now, whilst reviewing the England versus Wales game, I described watching that as a funeral of Welsh rugby, and it couldn't be more apt here. Like, yeah, we all know what's going on outside of Welsh rugby, so I'm just going to review what's just gone on. Now, watching the first half, I thought to myself, yeah, this is going to be a long afternoon for Wales, as I tweeted here. And lo and behold, it ultimately was, as France stormed past Wales to claim a second win of a tournament. And it's one of the reasons why France are tournament favourites, having now won 2 from 2. And as for Wales, it doesn't get any easier for them. I genuinely believe that they could end up with the wooden spoon again. But on the game itself, though, thinking about it, when I was younger, I used to relish thrashings. When such a result happens, I'd be like, yeah, let's go. But now I'm older, I'm just like, oh, nah, you've got to feel sorry for the losing team. Because this is just dreadful, honestly. Do I see a recovery for Wales? They have Scotland up next, and I really do hope that they recover. I really do hope they get something at least, but at the moment it doesn't look likely. And just to finish this video, 2 questions, or rather not really questions as such, but Wales have scored just, hang on, let me work it out. Wales have scored just 19 points in their opening 2 games and have conceded a total of 90 odd points, or 100 plus points. Is that a new record for a Wales team to score that little and concede that much? I don't know, but it can't get any worse for Wales, can it? Really? What are your thoughts on the game, and where do Wales go from here?